Hello and welcome to my video. Today's topic is the salamander capital of the world. Would it surprise you to know that it's in the Great Smoky Mountains, which border the state of Tennessee and the state of North Carolina? Today, I'm going to be talking about how and why a wide variety of salamander species evolved and adapted to live in this area. Let's get started. Why are the Great Smoky Mountains known as the salamander capital of the world? Over 30 species of salamander call the Great Smoky Mountains home, including the largest one in North America, 24 lungless species, and 2 that can only be found there. But why? Why are there more species of salamanders in this one place than anywhere else on Earth? The Great Smoky Mountains are the salamander capital of the world because they have a unique climate of high humidity combined with high elevation and low latitude, creating an ideal environment for the evolution and diversification of the widest variety of salamander species in one location. First, let's find out what salamanders need for survival. Salamanders need moist, cool air to keep their skin from drying out, shelter for hiding from predators. Most salamanders are only a few inches or even a few centimeters long, meaning that they're very vulnerable to a wide variety of predators. They also need their preferred prey because they are all carnivores, meaning they need to eat meat. Most salamanders prefer to eat insects, worms, or maybe even fish, and some salamanders even eat mice or other salamanders. They also need a water source for hatching their offspring. Let's find out more about that next. Let's look at why water is so important to all salamanders. Salamanders are amphibious. According to Dictionary Britannica, amphibious means able to live both on land and in water. In the case of salamanders, it's because they begin their life in water and then they might grow up to live on land, just like frogs. Salamanders have a biphasic life cycle. This means that the juveniles may look very different from the adult versions. Adults may need a very different habitat to live in than when they were juveniles, such as with the frog example, where the tadpoles live in the water and then they live on the land once they have legs. No matter how they breathe, moisture is key. Some salamanders breathe with lungs, others breathe with gills, and still yet others breathe through their skin. No matter which way they breathe, they all need moisture for keeping their skin damp. So, now we will look at what kind of environment the Great Smoky Mountains provide. The environment of the Great Smoky Mountains. The southern latitude provides a long growing season, means that it's very biodiverse with all the plants and animals that live there. There is high humidity from the location where the moisture comes up from the Gulf of Mexico and hits the jet stream in the upper atmosphere, heads east, and collides with the mountains, dropping lots of rain and creating lots of fog on the mountains throughout the year. There are also steep slopes that form extreme climate gradients, meaning the weather at the bottom of the mountain and the weather at the top of the mountain can be very different. Why are the Great Smoky Mountains special compared to places with similar environments. The Great Smoky Mountains have a unique climate. The closest comparisons are spruce fir forests that are found in Maine and Oregon. These forests that are too far north have a lot less biodiversity. The cold air up in the north does not carry humidity as well as the warm air in the south. The longer winters up north also limit stream activity when they freeze over with ice. The salamanders need constant access to the water, as we already explored, and ice would obviously be a problem. Besides climate, there are other things that salamanders need. The Great Smoky Mountains also provide dense, undisturbed forest, meaning that the influence of humans has not destroyed much of the land and the environment where salamanders need to be able to hide. There are biodiverse prey options for food, as already mentioned, with the different types of animals that live there. There are lots of caves and rock structures for shelter. Some salamanders have even adapted to living their entire lives inside of a cave. There are also lots of fast-flowing streams with lots of oxygen in them. This is very important for the salamanders that breathe through their skin or through gills. There are even some salamander species that can only be found in the Great Smoky Mountains. One would be the red-cheeked salamander, which is also known as Jordan salamander, because it was named after David Starr Jordan, a respected ichthyologist and former president of Stanford University. Another one that you can only find in the Great Smoky Mountains is the southern Appalachian salamander, also known as Plethodon teyahali. Teyahali is the Cherokee word for the mountain where it was discovered, and ironically means lizard. Please note that salamanders are not lizards, which are classified as reptiles, not amphibians. More interesting salamanders that can be found in the Great Smoky Mountains are the hellbenders. These are the largest salamanders in North America and can be 12 to 29 inches long when fully grown. Another one that's interesting is the black-bellied salamander. It's considered the largest lungless salamander in Tennessee and can be up to 8 inches long when fully grown. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you found it fun and informative. I really enjoyed researching this topic, and I encourage you to learn more about the wonderful world of nature. See you in the next video. Bye!